As I kind of warned with my astrology for June 2024, I said, oh, I'm probably going to rework this a little bit, and sometimes I extend it, so this is probably more of an extension than a reworking. So I'm calling this another look at the astrology for June 2024. The mood for this month clearly reflects all the qualities of Gemini. There are a lot of conversations that will be going on. There will be a lot of upset people and those that want to feed the fires of chaos. There will be a lot of dysfunctional patterns being overtly shoved down people's throats. The best Gemini approach is to take a few conversational risks with those that you do not know. The more you are open to new information and technology, the easier this month will be. The key is to remember to actually listen, and to me, and I mean listen, with not a critical ear looking for fault in the logic or beliefs of others, but really listening to their heart and seek conversations that are expansive and allow more insight in rather than keeping new ideas out. We do need to be careful that we do not become a chatty Cathy. If one is not clear inside, then the garbage will flow out the mouth. This is a month to work on stillness and remember to breathe. While we start the month in a mood of hope and optimism, know that a heavy cloud is directly ahead of us. Venus will square to Saturn in Pisces on June 8th, and Venus will square to the Sun on June 9th. Then Venus will square to Pluto on the 14th. I warned people at the beginning of the year that with my yearly astrology that the volatility and tension is going to be increasing as Pluto goes retrograde and gets closer to backing up into Capricorn, and the fact that we have a lot of squares to contend with. I expect things to quickly escalate and get rapidly out of hand. I worry for our police departments and those that are there to protect and defend the laws of this land. There are people that want to lash out at the truths that are being shown, and unfortunately minorities will become their targets, as well as those that they intend to direct their anger towards as a form of childish, petulant retribution. Quickly after that, Venus, Mercury, and the Sun will go into Cancer. While this wants to soothe the savage beasts within, I'm afraid it can make the emotional waters even more dark, murky, and deep. As Venus, Mercury, and the Sun do this astrological sign shift, they will square to emotional Neptune. We can have some profound insights, and our emotions can show us what has been secretly going on below the surface of our consciousness. Those with attuned sensitivities can feel the flow of the underlying mysteries. Others can feel profound loneliness. We need to clear the emotions that have been hidden in the closets and give them some fresh air. We also feel a need to share them with those that we love and trust. There is a Capricorn full moon that will square to Neptune as well, just after the solstice. All around this shift into summer and into this full moon, the atmosphere is perfect for profound celebrations and rituals that reconnect us to those things that really matter. And also connect us to our ancient lineages, and that allow us to let nature nurture and heal us. Then on June 26th, Mercury will trine to Saturn. This will begin to allow the intensity to soften and things to calm down a bit. The key word at this time is synergy, as we try to synthesize what we have to create something very new. For many, June will feel like a month that is confusing and chaotic, upsetting and off-putting. Neptune's watery depths force us to address the dysfunction head-on. If you thought the insanity was going to go away, you will see how those that refuse to see truth will fight to the death or the death of others to prove their point. The next few months are going to be a test, and to see how well you can keep your ship on course and weather the storm at the same time. For those of us that love storms, it will be exhilarating. For those that don't, I expect to be horrified at what some will do to harm others. We may become shocked beyond our wildest dreams. This month, remember to help those in need that show up in front of you and that compel you to act. There may be moments to put your phone camera down and take action instead of being so concerned about taking a video. Compassion is highly active, but some egos inflame others and sit passively by while others do their dirty work. We live too much in a world that experiences life distantly from behind a lens or from being in front of a screen. True compassion means that you will have to get your hands dirty in order to help others. To do that, we want to those that want to cause the suffering, perhaps you should take a look at what you're actually doing, the consequences for your choices, and if you're going to like what you have become later on. What I believe is that June is the beginning of a tremendous process of healing. Our country is in a healing crisis. Having done many of these over the decades, I know how painful it can be if someone is in tremendous levels of denial. I know how the ego can lash out and justify what is being said or done. I know the look in someone's eye when they refuse to let the truth sink in or allow the ego to die. They can become like a wild animal, lashing out at anyone and anything to keep the inevitable from happening. This is why they are so dangerous. People can become riled up to the point that they believe they have nothing to lose. This month, remember to listen and to look people in the eyes. See the anger, fear, and rage in the eyes of some. Witness it. Often, if you fully see what their eyes reveal to you, it can stop them in their tracks. When you're witnessing them, they see in you a possibility that they might not have considered, especially if you say silently in your mind, I see you. I feel you're hurt. Don't do this. You are so much more than this feeling or this moment. When you allow the feeling to move through your body, you can transform it with love and then send it back out to them with understanding, creating another option that suddenly becomes available. There are very good people that can do some very bad things over the next few months. Do your best to reflect back to them their goodness. Thanks, everyone.